Welcome everybody to my very first episode of my Feed the Beast Let's Play. Um, yeah, as you can see, this is already a world that I have started to play in. I had this Let's Play planned for quite a while, but I've been very sick, so I couldn't speak. So yeah, I'm just gonna do it now. And yeah, in this world I'm actually quite far, but I don't think that will matter, because you've probably seen like the startup setup, because people like the Minecraft guys and other big YouTubers are doing the Feed the Beast thing. But basically, I'm gonna start with a quick rundown of all my stuff, and then we're gonna start with the actual LP. And today we're gonna build an Iridium machine. If you have played Feed the Beast before, you know that Iridium is basically a lot rarer than diamonds and is one of the best resources you can get in in Feed the Beast, and you need it for most of the high advanced industrial craft stuff. So as a power source, you can see here I have 20 advanced solar panels that produce a lot of energy, more than I need at the moment. The energy comes down here into my little hut. This is basically my base where I have all my things that I need. A few furnaces, a macerator, compressor, etc. Also, I have the coke furnace, the blast furnace, and the industrial blast furnace, which I needed to make the solar panels. Up here I have some MFEs just to power up my stuff when it gets low. I'm actually gonna put up this diameter, yeah. And here I have a little storage area. As you can see, I have quite a lot of stuff, especially because I waited with all the things I wanted to do, to basically get them on camera. So I spent the last days just collecting stuff. Yeah, for the chests, this basically my ores chest. So I have a ton of rubies and sapphires and all that kind of stuff. I have quite a lot of tin. I'm not doing so good on copper. I think we gotta do something about that in one of the next episodes. And also I have quite some diamonds, over a stack, and some emeralds that I found in dungeons, etc. I also have some tin, titanium, which you need a lot of, and aluminum, which you get while making the solar panels. If you're wondering what all this is behind here, this setup that I built, a pulverizing setup. You can just basically put any ore or anything that you want pulverized. I'm just gonna take a stack of coal now, put it in these barrels, which are very good for storage, as you can see here. I have all the stuff that I have a lot of. I have in here gold, iron, redstone, and nickel. And it's gonna pull it out and put it into pulverizers. And you can see, I'm just gonna go inside there. 1 second. Yeah, basically some pulverizers. Yeah, and it's just gonna go in one of them. And if not, it's gonna do a little loop here, and then it's eventually gonna go in one of them. And then I'm gonna get all the materials up there. All these machines are powered by some conductive pipes that I have here, with some electrical engines powered by my solar panels. Oh yeah, and if you're asking for power, basically you have an MFSU up here. That's always fully loaded, it's not getting any lower, nor any of these. Basically very good on power, although I wanna upgrade at some point, because things like the meta fabricator and stuff like that is gonna come in. And also I'm getting like these weird, I'm working with mini blocks with the covers and stuff, so I'm getting these weird flickering hitboxes, and I think that's because I'm basically walking on these covers. I'm doing this because I want to put wiring below them. So yeah, continuing with the chest. With the chest, I kind of got distracted. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is my tools chest. This portal gun, maybe I don't know if you know, but this, yeah, portal gun. The portal gun got extremely difficult to make in the last updates. So before you needed an ender pearl to basically create it. Now you need this miniature black hole, and for that you need a nether star. So I was really not going to get one, and it's a really good tool because you can move spawners around. And then I found a spawner in the desert, a spawner that was like really close to the surface, and in the spawner chest was actually a portal gun. I think I got incredibly lucky there. All these I found in chests basically, yeah, some in the Twilight Forest, all that kind of stuff. I have a nano suit, a whole nano suit, and all these picks that I used until I got my diamond drill and my jackhammer. And yeah, the past days when I basically wanted to record this and never got to it, what I was doing, I basically spent a whole ton in the mines, and I got all of this. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Basically got a bit of silver, quite some tin, a ton of iron, which I'm all gonna need for the making of the iridium, which I'm gonna explain in a minute, some gold, and over almost 2 stacks of diamond ore, some uranium, some ferrous, and also a ton of redstone, which also is always good to have, and some nickelite, which you can make, which I will eventually use to make diamond dust. Also there's lapis, which is useful, and of course tungsten, which is a very rare resource. Oh yeah, just to show you, you can see it's going quite fast. I'm getting coal dust already, and yeah, I have some other stuff in here. Yeah, platinum dust, we're gonna need that in a second. Then if we go down here, yeah, this is a tree farm that's not working at the moment because it's out of humus, which you need for a tree farm. This black stuff on there trees will grow. It's a rubber tree farm. It produces a lot of rubber and a lot of wood. It's all powered by my electrical engine setup above. I'm just using conductive pipe, getting it down here, and this also somehow prevents the pipes from blowing up, because if you see this little blue line here, if you have too much of that in a pipe, it can actually blow up, can like burst the pipe, and it's all getting transported up and into barrels that I have above. Here I have a pumpkin farm, fully automated. It's basically just a vanilla design one, and I hooked it up to a redstone timer, which will send out a pulse every 5 minutes, and that will push down the pumpkins. Yeah, and they're gonna be sucked up and put above. Same with this simple cactus farm. Oh, come on. This simple cactus farm. Just a very known vanilla design. Obsidian pipe at the end, and it's getting pumped up. If you're asking how I got this all, I sent 2 turtles down here, dug this all up. It's going down to almost to bedrock, and then I wrote a program for the turtles, which basically made them replace all the wall with cobblestone, because I think it just looks a lot better. Oh, there you just heard the pumpkin farm activated. Yeah, here you can see the loot is coming in from the farms. At the moment the rubber farm is not running, as you could see, and also, yeah, pumpkin farm, there's some here, and as you can see I'm using chests here because somehow the buildcraft pipes into barrels are messed up, I'm maybe gonna do eventually set up red power pipes. I think they're called pneumatic pipes or something. But at the moment I'm just doing it by hand and putting them in. Also, this is my sand chest, and I need a lot of sand in the process for the iridium, which I'm gonna explain right after I slept now. I don't think there's any more to show. The mines I'm probably gonna show in another episode, and also there's some stuff in the nether, but that's not quite interesting now. I think I already wasted a bunch of time with just showing you around in my little base there. Now we have some chests set up here. These chests are for episodes I wanna make, and I think if we open this chest right here, yeah, we have this set up here. We basically have some electrical engines. Oh wait, I don't even need these in this chest here. It's just yeah, be back in a sec. Yeah. Oh dang, I put these away in another chest, in a chest where they belong, and suddenly getting a very low frame rate. Oh man, yeah, whatever. So if we look in here, first what you may realize is 20 industrial centrifuge. Yeah, these cost a ton of resources. Yeah, like a ton of iron basically, and a ton of rubber and glowstone, redstone. Then it took me a ton of time to get these. I basically used up almost half of my iron. As you can see, I don't have that much iron. 6 stacks. That's, yeah. Well, I have all these ores, which I'm gonna make into stacks very soon. But yeah, we're only gonna need 4 of these. I think the other ones are for another project. I just wanted to say that. And here we have, yeah, basically 2 recipes. One for an induction smelter and the other one for a pulverizer. Let's go inside and just make these. Yeah, and as soon as I made those, I'm quickly gonna explain the principle that this thing basically follows. Now, so this, nope. Yeah, that's another induction smelter, and that's a pulverizer. So, okay, let's get to explaining. So, in my inventory you can see I have some platinum dust and some rich slag, and basically platinum dust can be centrifuged. I think it takes about 40 minutes or something, and you'll get 1 iridium ore, and I think some other kind of dust. I think something nickel or something useless. And yeah, and basically I started off with, I think, about 5 or something of this platinum dust, and with this rich slag that I have here, which you get from smelting ores, any metal ores, I'm gonna use especially iron because I have a ton. If you use that and sand in an induction smelter, you have a 20% chance of getting this rich slag. Yeah, and you're still getting double the amount of ore that you same as you would get if you pulverize it. So this is actually a better way to do it. But now, if you take 1 rich slag and put in 2 platinum dust, you'll actually get 3 shiny ingots, and shiny ingots can be pulverized into platinum dust. That means we just made one of these rich slags basically into a platinum dust. And I'm gonna automate this design in a machine that will be right about here, I think. And then we'll have I don't think I can automate it really, because I want to have an overview about how much platinum dust is in the system. And then I'm gonna have a manual system, so I can put it into some centrifuges, and basically centrifuges. Also gonna have basically like here an entrance slot, so one barrel where I can put up, where I can put in some ores, which will be cooked together with sand. But for that I'm gonna have to build an automatic sand generator, maybe behind here. Yeah, that's possible with building a cobble generator and then putting it through a pulverizer, which will give you sand, and also gravel, which I'll just throw away. So you see, we got the 3 platinum dust, so now we have 27 instead of 26. So if I would do this now a lot of times, it would cost me a lot of time. So, but it's a very steady source of iridium, which I really need, because until now I just found one single iridium ore with all the caving I've been done. Yeah, so I'll get all the resources together and then we'll begin to build the machine. Okay, so as you can see, I've built up, I've prepared something here. I'm recording this basically the next day, because it was pretty late and I didn't want to do all this, wanted to be concentrated and all. And before we make this, we're gonna make one more machine, which is the igneous extruder. So we need, oh no, we need a pneumatic something. Okay, well, what am I missing? Iron. Oh wow, okay. Didn't realize that. Okay, yeah, and how you do this is basically you shift click the little question mark and you'll get all the resources in there. So one of those, oh, piston. I'm missing the wood, of course. But this little redstone, cobblestone around, and now we should be able to just, yeah. The igneous extruder is a crazy machine that can generate cobblestone just if you put a lava bucket in and a water bucket in it, and it can generate it infinitely, and it doesn't need power. So we're gonna use that and put it right next to a pulverizer to get the sand we need for our system. So you can see I added a switch here, because the sand generating system, if I don't make a switch for it, will basically run forever, and I don't want that, because yeah, it will just generate too much and maybe lag my game or something, and also it's gonna steal some power. I think it will work if I put like that, and then I'll put the extruder right over here. So now we have that, and the pulverizer right next to it. Okay, so the pulverizer should already get power. Yeah, you see there, power's rising. Yeah, let's configure this. Let's put the output to the side here, so now it will directly, like this here, you will directly put it in here. Also I want that on the top and yellow on the bottom, yeah, and just blank on the side. Okay, now this would already work. So now let's get another kind of pipe. Oh wait, maybe I have some lying around. Usually have these in this chest. Need some of those. Come on, some of those. Won't need that. Or that. Or that. Yeah, we'll need that. And yeah, I have some wooden lying around. I'm gonna make some more cobblestone. Some cobblestone. Oh, that's stone, okay. So I want, oh wait, what do I have here? I want there to be nothing on the top, so it won't connect to any pipes. Will it connect? Ah, it will connect. Yeah, okay, whatever. Because yeah, normally you wouldn't be able to see if you had any sand in the system. So I want to have a loop that goes around, which enables you to basically see if there's sand in the system, and if you don't have sand, you'll just flip the lever and it will be in. And if there's enough sand in the system, you can leave it shut off. Disorganized inventory. I just died to a spider while I was AFK actually. Yeah. I think I'm gonna put this replace it all, because I'm gonna get into spacing trouble, because I wanted to have as close together here as possible. And I'm gonna close up that hole soon. I know it's a bit annoying to have an opening there. That's how the spider got me. So the ripper output on the side. Yeah, and I want to have that right here. Oh wait, no, if I, yeah. Sorry, I'm just designing it right now. If I have the red on the side, I can have the gravel that it will generate on top, and it will be easier to get rid of. Because I don't need gravel. What do I need gravel for? Yeah, nothing. And I'm not gonna make some rock crusher or something, those are useless. So this would generate if I would put water and lava in there. I'm just gonna put power to this thing. Yeah, awesome. Should get powered, yeah. Put a wooden pipe here. Well, that's not a problem. I can use this, which I need anyways. And I'll have it just going around like this. And you'll see what they're doing in a second. I just need the wrench. Just realized that. Ooh. Frame rate's dropping. Yeah, like that. So it will always, if I put sand in here, it would just always go in a loop right here. If I now put the induction smelter right here, it will almost be always filled if I have sand in this pipe here. And yeah, for this pipe, I'm just gonna leave it open like that, with some facades maybe around it, so you can have a clear look if there's sand in the system. So induction smelter right here, just just some pipe. And yeah, and then right here I'm gonna have the polarizer. Oh wait, that's not right. Well, I can use it like that. guess I'm gonna have to. I'll see what I can do. So this is the induction smelter that will make um this is the induction smelter that will make, we'll get sand in here and the ores in here, and it will produce the rich slag for us. I just had an idea. What if I just put it up here? Seems like a better idea. Yeah. I don't want it to be, because then I can replace this pipe here. Yeah, put it like this, and I can put the induction smelter for the uranium, for the platinum, and the rich slag in here. The polarizer over here as originally planned. Okay, forgot about something. I'm gonna need a few more golden conductive pipes. I hope this is not too boring. No! God dang it. Yeah, like that. Okay. So now, yeah, I need that pipe up there. So that should be powered as well. Is it getting power? Yeah, it's getting power, although it's not a lot of power that it's getting. Power's kinda coming in slowly, I have the feeling. Maybe I'm gonna have to add another engine, another electrical engine, or maybe two around here, or maybe just some energy storing cells. I don't have the most efficient setup, but I'm gonna add some redstone. I think they're called redstone storage cubes or something. Now these two are gonna be visible just because I want to have an overview about how my fabricating is going and all that kind of stuff. I just realized that I need a spot